Right then, you toenails. Welcome back. My name's Paul. This is Inlay Studios. This is episode 2 of a guitar build using crap I had lying around. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. But it's going to be wonderful. So stick around, I'll do some swearing. If you've not watched episode 1, go and watch episode 1. And if you are new, go and watch every video I've ever made going back no further than 12 months, because the early ones are proper shit, I promise you. Diabolical. I'll leave them on there for comical value. It's a very, very challenging wank. So anyway, without further ado, if you are new, you're thinking, what the fuck have I just clicked on? I'm a guitar builder, mate, and we're all a bit bonkers. Anyway, so where have I? I've got a radius, we've got a side stripe. If you didn't watch last time, I've done a bit, I've missed some stuff out. I don't include everything in every video because you don't need to see it. We're going to cut some fret slots. We're going to put some inlay in, and I'm going to get some frets in. I'll show you how I do that bit, and then we get on to the exciting stuff. We're going to be putting some bits in the body. I'm going to be fitting my bridge and my through ferrules. Incidentally, some of you may or may not aware, I had these made because I was pissed off not being able to get a decent jig for drilling out ferrules. Now, the Chinese, not all of them, but 1 or 2 of them, the crafty bastards, have only ripped off my design, right? These used to be 30 quid. I have to get these, I have to sand them, deburr them, we have to buy the envelopes, Mrs. Richards has to take them all individually to the post box. They were 30 quid. We were making about £13 on this. So there you go, I made a profit. Sue me. The Chinesiums have fucking ripped off my design. This one is from AliExpress. It's 12 quid. Fucking hell. I've got not a lot. I've got about 30 of these left. I've reduced them to 20 quid, so I make about a pube.
Come again?
Out of each one, but I'd rather have people bought them than they fucking sat there. So I'll be using these today. They're available on eBay. Once they are gone, because you might as well buy an AliExpress one. I think they've done you a service because it's a brilliant jig. It's very, very well conceived. So they've done you a service. 12 quid, I recommend buy that. It's brilliant. And I couldn't ship to around the world anywhere near 12 quid from Chinopia. Crazy. I've been fucking cloned. They're not going to clone me. It's like, that's an awful, awful feeling. If you are going to clone me though, give me a bigger. So let's figure out scale lengths. I'm on fucking fire today. I can hear you all in the background. Turn the fucking water off then. Let the bastard singe. Now, at this point, you can change your scale length. You can do whatever you want here, but we've got a fretboard, so we can just decide, using our scale rulers, where we want to go. I've actually grain filled this. I've given it 1 coat of grain filler and I've sanded it. I'll give it another coat later. I'll show you that, but it is feeling very smooth. It's like my ass cheeks. They are smooth. Smoother than Denzel Washington. That's not possible. Smoothest man on the planet. Right. Where do I get this shit from? I don't know. So a PRS scale length is 25 inches, all right? That's more than Bonnie Blue can fucking handle. And if we do that, we are 22 frets, look, and I am just, are you on that, Dave? 22 frets, and I'm just shy perfectly. That's what we laid it out for. So I might do a PRS scale length. How does that look with a Fender scale length? Let's have a little juicy look. Fender scale length, we are 21 frets. Do we want to go 21? We might as well go 22, haven't we? Let's have a little shave of an octave extra. If we go Gibson scale length, which I am actually becoming a little bit partial to, we are 22. 23 is too much. We can go old-fashioned Gibson, 26.425. No, fuck me. 24.
Come and listen to the idiot.
0.625. So I can't even read a ruler. Professional as fuck. And that one there don't really work out. We can get 23 frets. People don't make 23 fret guitars. Weird. So we're going to go PRS because I don't normally do that. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, lovely. So I'll get this set up. We'll get glued on. I'll get me Jiggerific and we'll whip through that because you've seen me use them a million times. These are rulers from Crimson Guitars. There's a link below, an affiliate link. If you're going to buy these, they're wonderful. They go with a little hand cutting jig. I use them with a blade on the chop saw, which you can also buy from AliExpress. They fucking ripped off everyone. Slags. Right, so there we go. We're all lovely jubbly. Everything's fine. Dave, you're not looking in the right spot. What am I fucking paying you for? Bastard. Should get you cloned by the AliExpress boys, shouldn't I? Right, glasses off. Let's focus. We want to put some inlay. I'm going to keep it rather simple, but I am going to go along the top edge because I'm a top edge kind of guy. Are you a bottom or a top? Apparently that's the thing. Docking's a thing as well. Google that. Not for everyone. Chinese finger puppets. So anyway, let's move on. If you're marking out on black, use a bit of tape. And then if you're worried about getting things right, hold the neck in your hand. Are you orientating it correctly? Ask me how I know, because I've fucked that up before. I've fucked it all up. If there's a mistake to be made, I've made it. Right, as always, I want to see what's going on. So I'm just going to cut the tape. Handsome. I want to go 10mm in with me dots. I'm going abalone. All abalone on this one. So we'll just fire it in. Going to fire it in quicker than a teenager with an addition of Hustler. Teenagers don't know what Hustler is anymore. They're spoilt for choice these days. Didn't have 4K debauchery when I was a kid. You found bits of magazine in the woods that some random person had left there. No one ever knew who. But he was leaving them in woodlands all over the country. Allegedly. I'm not sure where this episode's going, but it's just one of them, innit? Right, 6mm abalones. 6mm tortoises, got these from. So I'm going to come down, I'm actually going to come down 12mm. I'm going to use a skinnier pencil as well. 12mm I'm coming in. You might ask yourself, how do I arrive at the number 12mm? I just do. Like many of the mistakes I've made in my life, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Right, 1, 2, 3. I'm counting out loud because I haven't got any crayons. Right, and while we're at it, let's drill out for side dots, shall we? What's your preferred dot of choice? Have you got a dot of choice? Have you made life decisions whereby you've had a little think about that? Sometimes you've got to get asked the question before you think about it. Don't hate me, I'm going white rods. Right, fuck, that was a long bit of video, innit? I'll condense that down to about 3 seconds, hopefully. There's me side dots. You can see kind of what I was after there. Look, I wanted my dot to be right in the middle of that joint, and it's worked out fucking lovely, even if I say so myself. Does that look right? If I put my face next to it. See that on a wanted poster, wouldn't you? And then we've got abalonium on the top. Very classic, very simple way of doing that. Let's just rub it with a bit of naphtha. I had a comment the other day, naphtha is just lighter fluid with 4 exclamation marks. 4 exclamation marks. All right, mate, calm down. There, it's gonna look lovely. Very classic, very simple looking. Bit of extra sand to do on there. I like that, I like it a lot. Did I say I like it? That's because it's favourable. Right, I'm going to have a little clean down, little wipe the tuppy. And then we'll get on to some body routes. Shall we? We'll mix it up today. We'll have a bit of both. Bit of both going on. Do you want to see a fret job on this one? I'll have a little look at the last build series tonight because that's not aired yet, and I'll make sure I didn't do a full fret job on that. If I didn't, I'll do it in this, but we'll save it for this video. It'll be next video. I want to see how he does his frets. I'm sure you do, mate. Calm yourself down, Trevor. Okie dokie then. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? That is pretty. That's PRS and spalted just goes well. I've got some amazing spalted flamed maple downstairs that I'm hanging out to use on a build. I might have to make myself a Les Paul, but I don't like Les Pauls, but I do fancy making a greenie. But can you make a greenie with spalted? Who gives a fuck? Right, I can build whatever I want. That's the best thing about it. I'll take them off for 4 seconds. I'm going to have to do a PRS-y carvy bit down here because the access is going to be shit house. I'm still in two minds whether I'm going to glue it or screw it on the neck. I don't know. I haven't decided. I've never screwed in a neck with a tenon of that ilk before. I can't see the problem with it. I don't know why it's going to be, but I'm not sure. I might end up gluing it. I don't know. Now, if you're building with a guitar template, don't use the neck pocket cut out on the template. Well, I don't like to use it. It's a little bit blasé. Every neck you make will be individual, so don't think that it's going to... You don't want a sloppy pocket. There you go. That should go on a t-shirt, shouldn't it? Remember matey in Prison Break used to walk with his pockets out? Take my pocket, boy. I forget what his name was. Chatty cunt. So my methods are always changing. Let's just run through that. I've started taping everything on the body because I can just see it better. I don't know if my methods are changing because I'm going fucking blind, but they are changing. So if we have a little look on here. So here's the actual PRS templates from way back when. And obviously this tenon is not going to go further than that pickup, than that humbucker route. It's probably going to stop in there somewhere. And that puts us at the 21st fret on the body. So we'll match that, I think. Should we go something similar? Fuck it. So that is my centre lines, 21st fret. As always, glue your ruler down. So my neck's nice and firm. It's sat there, look. I've got 33, 31. That's no good. So I'm going to keep my centre line in the right spot, and I'm just going to twist that slightly. 32. Centre line's all bang on. Centre line's all bang on. I'm happy with that. So I'm not going to move that for a minute, and I'm going to glue this bugger down. I've got one piece there. I'm just going to double check, make sure that I'm still on 32, and I am. In fact, your wood is pretty much pointing to the right spot there. Happy with that. Before I go over there, bit of fine line tape around that pocket. Just to make it extra snug. Right, drilling montage. Okay, so I'm back on the bench. We're routed out. There's some revelations. You've got to bear in mind that I made this body when I knew fuck all about guitar making. And I still know pretty much fuck all. But this thing is completely hollow. I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, I knew I made it out of an oak frame, but I thought I put a centre block in. Clearly I didn't. So this will be interesting. The cap is 15mm thick, but it's spalted. So it should be all right. 15mm should be plenty. I'll leave it hollow. Let's just see what sort of result we get. So we're moving on. I've got to decide. There's a few revelations and a few things I've spotted. When you see a Les Paul and there's like a big swoopy carve, that swoopy carve starts away from the neck. And that is because if I put the neck in that position, and that's a little bit tight, I'm going to just sand a little bit off the side of this. Can you see what I'm doing there, Dave? Are you watching, boy? Have a little look. I've got a bit of sandpaper there, and I'm just going the whole way up the neck. Just want to make this a little bit easier to slip in. Because this neck's got to come down a good 10 mil. Yeah, it is 10 mil. I'm going to take that 10 mil now, roughly off the bottom of there. And I think that the neck will slip inside and I can just move it back a little bit. I like that idea. Do you like that idea? I thought it was a bit dirty. If I can get the fucking thing out. So I'm winging this. We're going off-piste, unorthodox. I won't take the whole 10 mil to start with. It doesn't matter where I go to. And because this is all going to get carved away anyway, innit? So fuck it, who cares? I'm not going to carve it away yet because I like to fret the neck while it's still solid. It's way easier. But I can just whop that off with a chop saw. I won't film it. 2 seconds. Right, I've just literally walloped off enough off the heel, so I think we should better slip her in a bit better. Yeah, boy. Yes. Now we should better... There we go. We can shift her in. So now I can just move that neck in a little bit, see? The problem I've got is because I've started this swoopy too early, the humbucker route was going to go into the chamfer. You see what I fucking mean anyway. So the neck is moved back, well, probably 5 mil, not a lot. That's where my neck's going. Whew, lovely. Happy with that. Triple check that we're still in the right spot, the right ballpark. Obviously I've got a little bit of slack there, but that's good because the neck pocket was tight as a vicar's daughter anyway. And it would have been a nightmare for gluing. You want a little bit of room when you're gluing the neck in. Not a lot. You kind of just got to get that. It should just go in there. But that's fine. I'm happy. Right, now we can do some quick calculations. If I get everything routed out, I can start the prep on glossing that bastard up. I've spotted one issue with my new ruler. I can't fucking read it. I can't read it! I'm going to go and get my eyes tested before I buy Meta glasses. I want the Meta filming glasses so I can show you what I'm seeing. I think that's pretty cool. But I've got to get them with safety glass and it's really expensive. So I'm trying some ways of not doing it expensively. And but I need to get my eyes tested. And I'm worried because I think they've got worse. Right, 317 mil to the 12th fret. So when I put that bridge on there at that position, that's the front of me bridge. Double check your measurements to your high. 316. Fine. Lovely. Happy as a pig in shit. Yep. All we've got to do for now is mark the screw holes. Right, screw holes and through holes all marked. Front of bridge marked. That's where the neck is. See what I'm doing? I'm just marking things. We're just getting going. Here's my humbucker template. These are spaced like a Gibson humbucker set. So I like to keep my humbucker a little bit further away from the bridge because I like warm sounding guitars, and the closer you get, the twangier it gets, especially when you start splitting coils. Sorry, there you go. So now I've got the front of me bridge marked and I've got my neck marked. That makes things very, very easy. I've never done a neck that goes in and slots in a pocket. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Might work, might not. I've got to line up my humbucker route 1 mil past that line. And I've basically got to stick this template down and then we can just route out for some humbuckers. I'll mark them first so you know what the fuck I'm thinking. How am I going to fix my humbuckers in? If the body's hollow, I might have to slip in some sort of centre block. I don't know. I've figured that out. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We've got about 20 mil there. I'm happy with that. I like a little bit of room there. Bit of wiggle room. Plenty of, don't know what that is. It's not a measurement. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's get routed. Should we have a montage? Should we have a musical montage? We haven't had one of them for a while. Musical montage! I've had an epiphany. I'm going to use the sound hole shape. I don't like the look of the Gibson or the, it just looks shit. I'm going to use the sound hole shape that I was going to use on them beauties. Hopefully those videos are live. That's December's videos. So I don't think I'm showing you anything you haven't seen. But there you go. I'm going to use that sound hole on here because the profile is bloody close. It's really, really close. That's going to look pretty awesome. I'm going to bring it around the corner to about there. Let's have a little look at what that looks like. Yeah, it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? It might cut into the oak, and I'm going to leave it cutting into the oak, and we'll just have a little step doofer there. Fuck it. Oh, I don't care. That's going to look awesome. Very hollow guitar. Now, the control cavity cover, I'm going to use a crimson one because it's teeny tiny and we don't need a lot going on here. So we'll stick this on, we'll bung in the control cavity. I'll just go down. I think I might have to just, I don't know what I'll use for me plate. What should I use for that? Bit of mahogany, match the neck. We'll use a bit of mahogany to match the neck. I don't have to make that on camera. Let's stick this down, get it done, and then have a little look at what the fuck I'm gonna do. I need to put a block in under the bridge because it's a string-free bridge. And I can't have strings going into a hollow body and then having a fish. It's not going to work, is it? So I've got to put a little block in there, which will glue in, and hopefully that'll work. I quite enjoy making it up as I go along. Fuck it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I just read a comment for this week's video. It's just gone live. Someone said it's ironic that your feet ache because you make my fucking ears ache. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bastard. You know what we say around here? My skin's thicker than your kids. I've got a mate who hates your mum jokes. Hates it with a passion. And it just makes you want to use it all the time. It's like, oh, I've got to resist. Fucking nightmare it is. Right, I'm going to get this routed out. Routed out. And then we'll do an F hole, a fuck hole, if you will. We'll do the fuck hole and then route that out. And then we'll have a little look at gluing a block in. And I think that will sum the video up. Do you think? I think it will. If you don't think it will, 0 fucks given. In fact, less than that, negative fucks. I'll see you next week. I'm waving in a special fashion, innit?
Special wave, everyone. Special wave.